Reaction! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Ako nga po pala si Tipaklong, Reaction TVPH.
Maraming salamat. Mahal ko kayo, kaya tayo nandito lahat. Mga kababayan, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Madayaw, mayong adlaw, kaninyong tanan. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Unahin ko po muna ang aking mga pagpapasalamat sa atin pong former President and now Congresswoman Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo sa kanya pong pag-welcome sa atin dito sa Pampanga. Nagpapasalamat po tayo kay Mayor Vilma Caluwag. Siya po ang ating host, Mayor dito sa San Fernando, Pampanga. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa inyong lahat, sa oras ninyo at pagkakataon na ibinigay ninyo para sa Office of the Vice President ngayong araw na ito. Maraming salamat. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa aking mga kasamahan sa Office of the Vice President. Sila po ang nagbuo ng ating programa ngayong araw na ito. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa LGBT Pilipinas Incorporated. Sa kanila pong tulong na mabuo ang programa natin ngayong araw na ito at sa lahat po ng aming mga kababayan na LGBTQIA+ na nasa communities, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Noong nakaraang taon ay naikwento ko po sa inyo, nandun tayo sa Cagayan de Oro para sa ating ikalawang Pride reception. Nakwento ko sa inyo na maaga ako namulat kung ano ang isang bakla. Dahil ang akin pong uncle, ang kapatid ng aking nanay, was openly gay in the 1980s. Hindi kakaiba pa siya dahil hindi lahat ay out of the closet. Marami pang mga Pilipino noon ang hindi pa bukas at inclusive sa LGBTQ community. Pero ang unang-unang nagturo sa akin ng pagtanggap ay yung nanay at tatay ko. Dahil naikwento ko sa inyo nung nakaraang taon, wala akong narinig sa nanay at tatay ko noong ako ay lumalaki na kakaiba yung uncle ko. Lagi, they never treated him different and always inclusive and always welcoming ang aking nanay at tatay sa aking uncle. In fact, siya ay kinuha ng nanay ko bilang ninong ko sa aking binyag na ninang pala. Noong 1978. So, unang-una kong natutunan, maging mapagtanggap, magkaroon ng respeto ay sa LGBTQ community ay mula sa aking mga magulang. Kasarian, kalayaan, kasarilayaan. We gather today to celebrate Kasarilayaan, a vibrant celebration of the incredible Filipino LGBTQIA+ community, embodying the spirit of love, freedom, and self-expression. This event not only echoes a global Pride Month that began in places far from Philippine shores, but also redefines our unique journey and distinct circumstances as Filipinos. Kasarilayaan, alam nyo kanina, akala ko ang kasarilayaan ay Pampanga dialect, Pampanga word. So nung umupo ako doon, tinanong ko sila, sabi ko, ano yung ibig sabihin ng kasarilayaan? Dahil nung nakaraang taon, wala tayong team. Meron lang tayong event. Ang tinawag natin ang event natin as OVP Pride Reception. Ngayong taon na ito ay meron na tayong tema. At ito ay bunga ng pag-upo, pakikipag-usap, at dialogo ng ating mga personahe sa Office of the Vice President with the LGBTQ community. So ngayon, may pangalan na tayo. Ang pangalan ng ating celebration at ang ating recognition at ng ating appreciation ng LGBTQ community ay kasarilayaan. A beautiful portmanteau of kasarian or gender and kalayaan or freedom that encapsulates the essence of our culture and values. This year's kasarilayaan is guided by our theme, Unity in Diversity, Harmonizing Efforts Towards Inclusive Futures. It speaks to where we are now, a community moving forward, building on our strengths, and continuing to carve out spaces where everyone can thrive. I am proud of our hardworking and dedicated employees of the Office of the Vice President for their role in the OVP's agenda for the community. May I request my colleagues from the Office of the Vice President to please stand up and be recognized by the community. Thank you. Thank you. Na kanina ay sinabihan ko ang aming undersecretary ng OVP. Sabi ko, alam mo, may kulang tayo dito eh. Meron tayong negosyo, pero nagkukulang tayo sa edukasyon. Lalo na doon sa mga LGBTQ members na hindi na nabibigyan ng pagkakataon ng kanilang magulang dahil sa kahirapan na makapagtapos ng kolehiyo. Sabi niya sa akin, napakagandang project yan, pero alam mo naman na hindi na tayo binigyan ng budget. Di bale? Darating tayo. God will provide. Yusek Lopez. OVP is the only national government agency that has established a readily identifiable, comprehensive, and targeted support for the LGBTQIA+ community in terms of employment and livelihood programs at the national level. Masasabi nating iba na ang panahon ngayon. Ang mga kabataang miyembro ng LGBTQIA+ community ay ipinagdiriwang na ngayon para sa kanilang mga natatanging talento sa mga paaralan. Itinataguyod at sinusuportahan ng kanilang mga pamilya at pinasisigla ng kanilang mga kaibigan sa ating mga komunidad at maging sa mga online platforms. Ibang-iba noong 2012, noong pinangunahan ng Cebu City at Davao City ang pagpapatupad ng Anti-Discrimination Ordinance. Sumunod dito ang iba't ibang lungsod at munisipalidad kagaya ng Angeles City, Antipolo, Bacolod, Baguio, Batangas, Butuan, Calamba, Candon, Dumaguete, General Santos, Iloilo, Mandaue, Manila, Puerto Princesa at Quezon City and Vigan na nagpapatupad din ng mga ordinansa laban sa diskriminasyon at nagbibigay ng mahalagang lokal na proteksyon batay sa sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. Para sa mga kababaihan, at LGBTQIA+ community members, ang mga ito ay makapangyarihang mga pahayag ng pagtanggap na nakaukit na sa ating mga lokal na komunidad. Ang okasyong ito ay hindi lamang tungkol sa pagdiriwang at pagkilala. Ito rin ay tungkol sa pagbibigay kapangyarihan at pagbuo ng mga nasasalat sa landas tungo sa mas ligtas na kinabukasan. While we celebrate the growing acceptance and local protections, we must also acknowledge that the journey towards true equity is far from over, especially when it comes to economic opportunities. This is where the Office of the Vice President's Magnegosyo Taday shines as a beacon of inclusive growth. We are incredibly proud that 40% of the beneficiaries of Magnegosyo Taday groups who have received vital capital support and comprehensive business and financial management training are members of the LGBTQIA community. This consists of two associations, Palawig LGBTQ Incorporated, with 200 members based in Palawig, Zambales, and Alima LGBTQIA+ Zamboanga del Sur Association with 100 members. Through sheer determination, 53 LGBT individuals in key cities across the country have also received MTD grants. Ito ay isang direktang tugon sa isang malaking puwang na natukoy namin sa pamamagitan ng aming mga satellite offices. Ang hirap ng kinakaharap ng mga non-traditional families, kabilang ang mga maraming LGBTQIA+ na individual sa pag-access ng economic opportunities. Sa bawat sulok ng ating komunidad, may mga kwentong nagbibigay liwanag at pag-asa. Mga kwentong ng pagsisikap, pagtatiyaga at pag-abot ng mga pangarap. Nagpapasalamat tayo sa ating mga MTD recipients sa Cagayan de Oro City na pinayagan nila tayong masilip ang kanilang buhay. Si Chester Tampos ay hindi lamang isang simpleng may-ari ng karinderya, siya ay isang haligi ng kanyang pamilya. Isang breadwinner na buong pagmamahal na inaalagaan ang kanyang mga mahal sa buhay. Sa puso ni Chester ay mas malaking pangarap ang palawakin ang kanyang negosyo at mas marami pang matulungan at ang magbigay ng mas maginhawang buhay para sa kanyang pamilya. Dahil sa kanyang dedikasyon, nakuha ni Chester ang support ng MTD grant, isang pagkakataong nagbigay ng bagong pag-asa. Dahan-dahan niyang pinalawak ang kanyang karinderya. Hindi lang ito basta paglaki ng negosyo. Ito ay pagsasakatuparan ng isang pangarap na binuo sa pagmamahal at sakripisyo. Ang bawat dagdag na kitchen equipment, bawat bagong putahe, at bawat ngiti ng kanyang mga customer ay patunay ng kanyang matagumpay na paglalakbay. Si Rain Dawn Hakulan ay isang events organizer, isang propesyong puno ng buhay at kulay. Ngunit sa likod ng lahat ng kasiyahan, mayroon siyang hangarin na magkaroon ng mas matatag na pundasyon para sa kanyang kinabukasan. Nais niya ng mas secure na income. Dito pumasok ang ideya ng gown rental business. Ito ay isang matalinong desisyon na pinag-isipan ng mabuti. Ang kwento ni Rain ay isang paalala na ang pagbabago ay maaaring magdulot ng mas malaking oportunidad. At nariyan din si Brian Villegas, isang makeup artist na sa loob ng maraming taon ay hinubog ang pangarap ng maging beauty salon owner. Ito ay isang pangarap na ilang taong pinanghawakan, isang vision na unti-unting nagiging malinaw sa kanyang isip. At ngayon, ang pangarap na iyon ay isa ng ganap na katotohanan. Si Brian ay hindi lamang isang makeup artist. Siya na ngayon ay isang ganap na business owner at employer. Ang kanyang salon ay hindi lang isang lugar kung saan nagpapaganda. Ito ay isang espasyo ng inspirasyon. At ang kanyang mga empleyado ay nakakahanap ng trabaho at dignidad. Ang kanyang paglalakbay ay patunay na kung may pangarap at merong sipag, walang imposible. Ang mga kwento ni Chester, Rain, Bryle, at iba pang MTD beneficiaries ay higit pa sa simpleng tagumpay sa negosyo. Ang mga ito ay kwento ng tapang, determinasyon, at pag-asa. Sila ay may mga patunay na sa kabila ng anumang hamon, kaya nating abutin ang ating mga pangarap. While Magnegosyo Today offers a lifeline, the reality is stark. There is currently no readily identifiable, comprehensive, and targeted support for the LGBTQIA+ community in terms of employment and livelihood programs at the national level, apart from small initiatives. This is a crucial area where we, as a nation, should do more. The OVP has seen firsthand the resilience, the creativity, and the entrepreneurial spirit of the LGBTQIA+ community. We have witnessed how, given the right tools and support, they can flourish, create jobs, and contribute significantly to our economy. That is why we strongly recommend expanding our national social protection programs to explicitly cover non-traditional families. This is not just about fairness, it is about smart economics and building a truly inclusive society where everyone, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity, has the opportunity to achieve financial stability and contribute to their full potential. To build a society that embodies equity and justice, we must turn our attention to the foundational pillars of our society, our laws. Let us cast our gaze forward, recognizing the vital role of robust legislative agenda in securing the rights and dignity of every LGBTQ+IA Filipino. The Office of the Vice President's legal team has diligently reviewed key legislative and policy measures, those pending, those proposed, and those ripe for our support. Allow me to highlight some of the crucial areas where we believe legislative and executive action is not just beneficial, but essential. First and foremost, we champion the passage of a comprehensive anti-discrimination act, such as the spirit embodied in Senate Bill number 2766, authored by Senators Poe, Padilla, Villanueva, Marcos, and Estrada. This bill, consolidating earlier efforts, is not merely about protecting a specific group. It is about upholding human dignity for all, as enshrined in the Global Human Rights Covenants. This is a universal human obligation, and it is time we enshrine it into national law. Equally vital is the conversation around the Civil Union Act, Senate Bill number 449, proposed by Senator Robin Hood Padilla. This bill seeks to amend our family code, defining civil unions as legal relationships for same-sex couples, and granting rights in areas like property, inheritance, adoption, and social security. I invite scholars to study the social and economic implications of the Civil Union Act as we endeavor to address the unique circumstances of civil partners, moving beyond mere accommodation to genuine tailored inclusion. To ensure these policies are not just passed, but effectively implemented, we advocate for the creation of a national LGBTQIA+ commission. This proposed body would serve as the comprehensive lead agency, coordinating with government bodies, formulating evidence-based policies, and developing vital empowerment programs, especially for the vulnerable sectors like the LGBTQ+IA youth, who too often face rejection, school dropout, and homelessness, including the highest of the percentage of HIV-affected patients. While an interagency committee led by the DSW exists, a dedicated commission is crucial for nationwide holistic inclusion. Drawing insights from partners like LGBTQ Pilipinas Incorporated, we also identified other critical policy measures. Strengthening the Safe Spaces Act. 6 years after its enactment, we need more extensive implementation to address gender-based harassment, especially with evolving technologies. This includes establishing LGBTQIA+ focal desks in law enforcement agencies and offices, creating halfway homes and emergency shelters for survivors of abuse, and setting up dedicated helplines for psychosocial support. The expanded access to mental health and HIV health services. We must deploy more gender-sensitive counselors in public health centers, expand life-saving pre-exposure prophylaxis programs, integrate SO-GSC models into health education, and bolster community-based outreach. Inclusive humanitarian response. LGBTQIA+ individuals have unique needs. We must develop gender-sensitive evacuation plans, including separate shelters, and ensure the participation of LGBTQIA+ persons in local disaster risk reduction and management councils. Inclusion in national demographics and health surveys. What gets measured gets done. To genuinely serve the community, we urgently need disaggregated data on LGBTQIA+ well-being, vulnerabilities, and population figures from agencies like the PSA and the Department of Health. These are not just abstract legal concepts. These are the very fabric of a truly equitable and resilient Filipino society. The office of the Vice President, having seen firsthand the impacts of both the presence and absence of targeted support, stands ready to champion legislative efforts that support the LGBTQIA+ community. I call upon our lawmakers, our civil society partners, and every Filipino to join us in this crucial endeavor. Let us transform our aspirations into concrete laws, building a Philippines where every single person can live with dignity, security, and pride. Together, let us lift and uplift LGBTQIA+ voices, enrich dialogue, and strengthen our collective calls for equality and inclusion within Philippine society. Inuulit ko, unahin natin ang bansa kesa sa pansariling interes. Kumilos tayo para sa tunay na ikabubuti ng sambayanan. Inaanyayahan ko kayong mas mahalin pa natin ang Pilipinas. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas dahil dito tayo natutong mangarap. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas dahil tayo ay may parehong mithiin, kapayapaan, kaunlaran, at katarungan. Ang bawat isa sa atin ay may kapangyarihang magdala ng pagbabago sa pamamagitan ng tunay na malasakit, matibay na paninindigan, at matapang na pagkilos. Mahalin natin ang Pilipinas para sa Diyos, sa bayan, at sa bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Syukran.
Maraming salamat po, Madam Vice President, for your powerful message of support and solidarity. Mas malakas sa palakpakan para sa ating Madam Vice President. At this point, may we invite Ms. Liza Dino Seguera.
Thank you for watching. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na mag-like at mag-subscribe at pindutin po yung notification bell para lagi po kayong update sa aking mga videos. Salamat po. God bless.